you expand your chest by draw your shoulder blade together, they toward one another like that. That's the second action. And the third action is the space right here in your ribs or in your belly. You have to draw your ribs in toward one another, which is feels so counterintuitive when you opening the heart, but we really have to do that action in order to protect our lower back when we do a lot of, for us who expect to get into a deeper back bend. So today I will remind you that action again and again, okay? Lengthening all the way out by engaging your core. How do you do that? You draw your core in, like suck it in toward your back, and then you lengthen. Really try to learn to use a muscle like that. And opening the heart by drawing your shoulder blades together. And when that happens, you draw your ribs in toward one another. All right? Having said that, which noise is good? No? Close your eyes, please. Oh, man. Right here on your seat, can you like inhale, lengthening your spine up, and when you exhale, you opening the heart and also relax at the same time. When you engage your spine, you lengthening as much as you need in each pose. The strength that you have to put it in to be in a pose from one to the other will be different. So how much do you have to maintain your spine elongate right here for your specific body? Just use that much energy in your core. Just enough that you still can feel that your neck and your jaw are not crunching. It stay relaxed. And you keep breathing deeply in and out through your nose. You observe the surrounding by quieting your mind or ignore the sounds in your head and expand your focus to the surrounding. Feel the weight from your hip down into the mat beneath you. Join your hands together right in front of your heart, and we are going to chant Om 3 times together, everybody. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And another deep inhale, please. And you bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes, and we are going to slowly bring ourselves up to standing, please, and place your blocks right in front of your mat. Okay, we are going to warm up standing today, so maybe reach your body nice and long out, like you have your feet hip distance apart, right? You can hold your fingers or your thumbs like that and bend your elbow. Bend your knees a little bit, and when you exhale, extend your hips back and chest up and forward. Oh my God. And breathe. And then you stretch your legs completely, and you do side stretch here. Hold your arms or not. See where your shoulder feel comfortable. And exhale, stretch. One more on each side, please. And inhale, come up, and you kind of shake your wrist and bring your arms down. Roll your shoulder up and back. Open your legs wider if you feel like it's good for your standing. Like shake your wrist again and again and again and again, because that's going to get into your forearms muscle as well. Then we're going to get the shoulder forward. You can do it one at a time too. It feels much easier to do. Oh, yeah. And then we get into our neck. Big circle. Change direction, please. And you come up center, you tilted your head to the right, and use your right hand to help you to lengthening that right hip more to the right and down. Now, right here, draw your ribs in. Yeah. Lengthen your spine up. Your left hand, you can let it dangling down, but not, you can put it on the hips, see what feels good. Stay back a little bit with your hips, please. Inhale up, other side. And you come up center, open your legs wider, and we are swinging the body side to side. The arms, when it's come in front, you can like hit your upper back, like what I'm doing right now, or you can hit your waist. I probably will not do that because I am hitting my mic and I don't want to make weird noises while I'm talking. Yeah. And you come back center, and you are going to circle the hip a bit, okay? You bend your knee, you can do figure eight too. Yeah. Chin size, please. Actually, there's not much going on when I'm doing this. I'm doing nothing. I'm going to change you some places else. We go into a goddess pose, but we're going to use this as a warm up. So you carefully turn your heels in and your toes out, okay? With each exhale, we're just going to go by bending the knee, like go into the legs, and you kind of move from left to right like that. Make sure you're safe. You don't need to go so deep for now, okay? And when you inhale, you come up. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, come up. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, come up. Exhale, extend the knees away and bend them. I use the word extension because I want you to feel your leg bones are getting longer. Yep. And now next exhale, hang there as your knees bend and have your hands on your thighs, and we are twisting the body side to side with breath, please. And carefully come up center, and we are going to go back up standing, okay? Shake your ankle, stand safely. Oh, I'm gonna move my tees to the back. Now come to close to the front of your mat, please. We are going to step the right leg back first, and you are going to do warm up high lunge here. So when your right leg go back, stay on the ball of your right leg. Exhale, lunge, so bend your left knee. Inhale, come out from it. Exhale, lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can do your arms however you want it. And you come up standing. Yeah. Swing the body side to side. And other side, please. So left leg go back. Exhale, lunge. Exhale, lunge. Exhale, lunge. Exhale, lunge. And carefully we go back forward to standing. And we are going to go back to the right side again. Now we're going to go down to the floor from there. So make sure that if you need blocks, you can grab them easily, okay? So we go right leg back. Exhale, lunge. And then when you inhale, sorry everybody, I need to turn off the monitor quickly. Inhale, you lengthen your spine up to the sky, and this is when the time you have to do the action that I told you earlier. Core in, lift, all the way out, heart open, ribs together, yeah? Use the inhale to do that, inhale. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, length. And then we're gonna bring the arms up toward the ceiling. Hold the right wrist. If you don't feel good with your shoulder, don't hold it, and we do side stretch to the left. Be strong on your leg, please. And then you inhale, come up and away from the stretch carefully. Get your right knee to the floor, so you're gonna bend it. Use your core. Pat the knee if you need it. And we are going to straight the left leg to do our lunge stretch here. Keep square, spine lengthening. Even right here, core is in. Lengthen your spine all the way out to the crown of your head. And you use that chest opening to go forward and to the floor, okay? Now for us who are tight, if one block, it doesn't seem high enough, you can use 2 blocks on one hand or 2 hands. But don't put the weight on the hands. Put the weight onto your legs and the back knees, all right? And each exhale, you're stretching by lengthen your spine away from the hips and toward the floor. When your block can become lower, like you just move safely, maybe come out from that first, yeah, and change height. Yeah. You can do it on one arm even. And carefully inhale, come up and away from the stretch. You are going to soften that left knee, and we're going to go forward to do our cross leg Uttanasana. Okay, so have the weight onto your left leg. Get your right leg and cross behind your left leg. Now right here, if you need a lot of height, use those blocks wisely. And once again, make sure your weights are on your feet, not on your arms. Okay, you're going to lose the balance if you do that. Weight go to the leg, bend your knees a lot, lengthening first. This one, you can lengthen your hip back and chest forward. And slowly straightening your back. Straightening your legs. And the direction to increase the stretch feeling is to go downward to the floor. Just go there gradually. And you can go deeper, like if you need to change the height of the block, bend your knee first, and you just kind of knock the height down and go back to the stretch. Remember, we want the lower back to keep on elongate. We don't want to round it. And then we get away from the stretch, bend the knee, carefully step your right leg back. Get your right knees onto the floor. Have your right hands onto the floor on the block. And we are going to turn the body to the left side of the space, and you're going to kick your left leg back. One straight line on the bottom. Push your weight back toward the foot. Spin your belly and your chest up toward the ceiling. Nice and long. Knee right here, ribs is in. Spine elongate out to the crown. Heart open. Okay. Shoulder blades together. And each exhale, really feel the length. Let's go from like the center of the body out to your legs and out through your arms, please. And exhale, we go toward the floor and forward. Get your left leg in. Knee meet your right knee. Hands on the floor or on the block, underneath your shoulder, and we drop the hips side to side. And we go to the other side. We're going to go up from here to standing up. Right leg forward. Tuck your left toes under. Get your left knees off the floor. Like be strong on your leg, core engage. Push away from the block and come upright. Yeah. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, core in, length, heart open, exhale. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, length. Left arm's gonna be hold by your right hand, the wrist or not, and we do side stretch. Rib is in here and stretch sideways to the right. Work both legs evenly, please. The energy should go out to both legs evenly. Inhale, come up and away from the stretch. Carefully bend your left knee. Get your knees to the floor. Hold both blocks and stretch your right leg. Now I'm gonna make my body a little bit more flexible here. So, okay, even right here, it's more flexible for some of you already. I know. Hips square, spine elongate. Each exhale is your stretching. Go forward and go to the floor. You work with the height, which means, you know, your chest carefully. You go down to the mat. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Anybody report about the video? Weight onto your right leg. Get the left knees off the floor. And you go forward, cross your left leg behind your right leg. Right. Press down onto your feet, elongate the spine. Here we go. Chest, go forward and down. Any one of you don't need the block. Hold your legs. Interlace the hands or interlace the hand and get your arms over your head. Yeah. I have a lot of strong practitioners in my foundational class. If those options are better serve you, do that. Okay? Or even just have your hand to the floor while you keep stretching and you elongating. That is just beautiful enough on its own there. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Bend the knees. Step your left leg back. Okay. Get your left knees down. Left hand on the floor on the block. Okay. And kick your right leg back. The reason you need height or not is that when you get the hips over the knee, some of you need height to have room to get that hip stack over the knee the best is possible. If you don't have it, you might just look like this when you stretch. Okay, you can see my butt sticking back. And I don't want that. I want it to be on top of the knees. And then push your weight back to your right leg, spin your belly and your chest up toward the sky. And we're lengthening the right hands alongside the ears. Inhale and exhale, length. Inhale and exhale, length. One more breath here, inhale. And when you exhale, we're going to turn toward the floor. And we are going to take child's pose here, toes together, knees apart. Your forehead can be on the floor. I'm going to choose the blocks because of my mic. And you rest your hand just softly on either side of your head, okay? You can straighten the arm, you can even kind of hold your elbow, or you have your hands in prayer. There are actually variety of your arms that you can just put them in the space for your body to feel comfortable. And come back to your breath again and again. And from here, we are going to walk our hands to the right. With your arms wide open, feel that your shoulder comfortable. When you have that, you can come high in your fingertips and inhale, round your back a little bit gently up toward the sky. And when you exhale, anchor your fingertips down and push the floor away from you. Oh yeah, and then you're gonna feel the stretch along the left side of your body. Inhale, breathe and move your back gently up toward the ceiling. Exhale, anchor and push the floor away from you. One more breath, please. Change to the other side. You walk your hand back center. We're going to move in and out from child's pose. We're going to go through cat pose and into cow pose, and go through cat pose and go into child's pose. You can watch me first if you want to see what I am talking about. Okay, inhale, round the back. Arch at the end. Exhale, round the back, that's cat, and sit down at the end. Okay, here we go, inhale. Exhale. Come off from the heel, go forward, arch your back at the end, long spine. Exhale, round your back, go back toward your heels. Two more. And you come up and you arch your back. This is cow pose. And we're going to stay here and we round the back, head down, tailbone down, cat pose. 2 more, please. Spread your fingers apart. Really crawl your floor with your finger pad. All 4 corners of your palms are on the ground. Last one. And within that round back, you start to make this spinal wave or spinal number 8 or circle, whatever words I can make your body make sense. I just want you to move your spine here. Change direction, please. Come back center. We're going to go into the core and the lower back strengthening a little bit. So right leg kick back and lift off the floor. Left arm, as you can see my right hand, I do a fist. That is one option. You can use the bottom hand or you can have the flat hands on the floor, okay? I want one more full breath here. And then we move with the breath. Inhale, elbow and the knee meet beneath your belly. Round the backs up. Exhale, extend. 2 more. If you cannot move because you wobble too much, you can stay still instead. Bring that right leg and the left arms down. We're going to turn sideways again. You balance on your left side. Up toward the ceiling, long right side body. And then exhale. We are going to move down to the floor and chest forward. Right leg go to the right. Step forward. Move to the right. Lizard pose, body diagonal to the left. Now it's in your hip stretch here. Okay, I have to be tight. Okay. Hip back, oh, this is way too high here. Spine lengthening. And each exhale, chest go toward the floor, but go forward, okay? When you go forward, it doesn't mean that you take your hip and your leg with you. Your foundation is solid. You just length out from that, like you're rooting deep, and you just elongate your trunks away from the root, but your root is rooted. Your root is rooted. Yay. And the more your chest go down to the floor, the more stretch you are going to feel. Those are yours. Work with the body. Inhale, we move up and away from the floor. Heel toe, your right foot in a little bit. Tuck your left toes under. Get your left knees off the floor, and we are going to pivot to the left. Okay. Right here, we're going to do the underneath of the legs stretch first. So you hug your shins in, put your thighs apart. For us who are tight, right? You bend your knees a lot at first when you move the block. Once again, we're going to do everything by have the weight on the legs, okay? You're going to be safer like that. And when you have that, like, work your leg back to straight. At the same time, you elongate. I'm going to turn sideways, the spine forward, which means that it's not just your chest go, your butt is also go back, okay? So then you even those length while the legs are still have the most weight. And each exhale, you go to the floor. Okay. And if you feel like that you have to bend the knees a little bit up because the back of the knee doesn't feel safe, know that that is a good thing to do as well. Yeah. And if you are high, you actually cannot move much. You can bend the knee and kind of stretch the hips sideways. or you can kind of wiggle the hips. For us who are dangling all the way down to the floor, we have more options, of course. And then we are going to turn toward the front of the mat with the left knee come down to the floor. Am I right? Yeah. And you come upright with your trunk. Okay. I'm going to turn toward the camera so you can see me. Let me see, what am I doing? Good. When you come upright, then have your left forearms on the outside of your right knee. Right hands onto your hip. Inhale, spine lengthening. If you cannot use the forearm on the outside, hold it, your thighs. Good option as well. So length all the way up and then twist to the right. So you twist toward your right shoulders. When that's happening, turn your belly forward. Exhale, turn your chest to the right. Okay? Neck is nice and long. See, can you extend your right arm down first, palm facing away, and then lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. And you look toward your right shoulder. Breathe. Bring your left hand back to your hip. Now extend your left arms forward and palm facing up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, you're going to reach back and then turn your body to the right. Yeah. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, lengthening backward. One more breath. Exhale. And then when you come out, length all the way up, 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 forward, 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 forward to the floor. And we take child's pose, please. Oh, that's a long journey. I hope I remember all of those poses. Inhale deep. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up onto your hands and knees and let go to the second side, please. Lift your left leg and your right arms off the floor. Core draw up and away from the floor. Exhale, length through the legs and the arms. One more breath here, hold. And then elbow and the knee meet. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Two more. And bring your legs and the arms down. Stay balanced on your right side. Go hips over the knees. See if you need to come higher or not. I think higher is better for the moment. Yeah. Make room. Draw your shoulder blades together. Your heart is open. Your ribs is together. Weight back toward your left leg and left arms alongside the ears and breathe. One more breath. And exhale, we turn down toward the floor and we move the left leg forward and to the left. Your next lizard pose is here, please. You're going to turn myself to the back of the mat so you can see my body. Okay. Spine elongate, exhale down to the floor. I'm going to make myself very confused with the left and the right very soon, everybody. So forgive me ahead of time, please. How wide your arms should be. Give your chest enough room to go to the floor. For us who can go really deep, okay? That you don't have to crunch your jaw, tight your chest. And once again, your weight is more on your leg than your upper body. Inhale, move up and away from the stretch. We're going to heel toe the left leg in a bit. So you frame the front foot and tuck your right toes under. Get your right knees off the floor, and then we pivot to the right. And now we are going to get into the goddess pose. So turn your heels in and your toes out. Bend your knees, climb up your thighs. Get your bodies upright. Exhale, extend your knees away from one another. Remember the inhale when it's come. Course in, length. It's a lot of action that happen at once, and open the heart, ribs together. That's the inhalation. Inhale. Exhale, legs. Knees goddess pose. Your arms are here if you want it. If your quads are tight, leave your hands on the thighs. And when press the weight on it, it's going to release some tension right there. Don't forget the inhale. And one more breath, please. And then you push down onto your feet. Come off from your groin a little bit, your knees a little bit. When you feel safe, turn your feet parallel toward one another. And then get your body down to the floor. Have your hands on blocks. And you are going to spin back toward the front of your mat. And have your right knee on the floor. You come upright with your trunk. Have your left hands onto your hips. Right hand can hold your thigh or on the outsides of the thighs, okay? Inhale, spine nice and long. You're twisting. Exhale, twist. Okay. So the heart is opening to the left. The belly, though, go forward. Elongate the spine. When you know that's it, then palm facing away on your left hand, extend it down, and then extend it back. Then you can look to the arms and breathe. When you exhale, just reach that left hand away from you. Core is strong. And carefully exhale, left hands onto your hips. Right hand now go forward, palm facing up. Okay, you are still kind of twist a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Right, exhale, reach back and add the twist into it. And roll your tailbone down to the floor. Inhale, breathe into your lower back. Exhale, lengthening. Inhale, breathe into your lower back. Exhale, lengthening. Oh, wow. Inhale, come out from the pose. Keep lifting the heart. Turn forward. We go into child's pose, please. And rest. And allow me to drink the tea for a little bit. Keep breathing and just observe, where is my glass? Your energy flow. Observe the breath. And from here, would you please take yourself down to your belly and your chest. And we are going to do shoulder opening with the floor. And we're going to do the right side first. So I'm going to move my tools here properly. You extend your right hand to the right. Okay. With your shoulder, oh man. Like right palm facing down, yeah. Your left hand come onto your chest, and then you're going to turn your chest open to the left while you are on the floor. Yeah. And keep walking that right hand as far as you need. Now you can do a lot of things with the legs. Just make sure you feel safe. Okay. You can bend both knee, keep your head on the floor. You can extend the bottom leg and cross the top legs behind. Even this left hand here, you can go to the back if you want to. Some of my students, hold the top legs with the knees bent, with the foot there, and some of you even kick it. Be careful with the options. Just be safe, everybody. Oh. And we switch to the other side, please. So I'm going to give myself some room. Now this one is going to be safer. It has to have a better way to take care of this toy that I have here. Oh, yeah. I just have an idea how to place this thing. Next time, we'll give it a try. And roll back onto your belly and your chest, please. Let's do our first back bend here. We do locust pose. Top of the feet on the floor. Bring your arms a little bit down to your hips, straight arm, and you turn your palms away from one another. I actually intentionally lift my head now because I don't want to squish the mic. But for many of you, keep your heads on the floor for now, right? And then inhale. Draw your shoulders together, lift the head, lift the legs, lift the arm. Exhale, kind of softening your body down to the floor a little bit, and then inhale, lift again. And then soften a little bit, and lift again. And then soften a little bit, and lift again. One more. And carefully stack the hand. Have your forehead rest onto your palms and rock your hips side to side. If you're hearing me squishing my mic, sorry everybody. Let's stretch our hip flexors on our belly here. So you have your right forearms parallel to the chest, right leg straight, bend the left knee. You can keep your head on the floor like that, and then hold your left foot with the hand and bring that foot toward the crown of your head, and you point your knee away from you. Any one of you can come up higher. You can walk your right hands in more, okay? And then lift your chest up higher. Now, I forgot to tell you, any one of you that needs strap, right? You actually have to prep that first. Have the strap at the ball of your feet. And the best way to bring that foot in, actually, if you're tight, is to get it over your shoulder like that. You can see, you can just pull it right there. And then point the knees away from you. Switch side, please. And carefully let go. Stack your hands again and have your forehead on them. Then we can rock the hip side to side here. And we go into a cobra pose. And you can come and add your chest height, okay? And see if your hands and your palms can be next to your chest or should move away from the chest a little bit. So what do you need to check? See if you can draw your shoulder blades together, which means they're gonna go up and away from the floor, okay? And you move your hand accordingly to that. Yeah. Yeah? Now when you have that, so palm to the floor, shoulder blade together, they go up and away from the floor. Press the top of your feet on the ground and inhale, push down to the floor, lift your heart a little bit up, and then drag your hands back. You're gonna feel like you're gonna come down a little bit, and then inhale, push, engage your core, engage your core. Exhale, drag your hand back towards your hip. That's not gonna move. This is gonna bring your body a little bit lower. One more breath. Exhale, come down. And you stack your hand. Rest your forehead on it. Rock your hips or not. Just feel your lower back. Please, if they're tight, rocking the hip will releasing the tension there. You feel like you keep squishing and squishing the mic. From here, we are going to get into a pigeon pose, okay? If you want to go into the full pigeon, well, let's do that one. So block can be helpful. Your own arms also can be used, but when you tie high, will be really helpful. The easy way to go into pigeon is that use your upper body just a little bit. Your right leg is going to go forward, okay? So have your left leg back and straight. Anchor down into your arms, lift your right leg and bend the knee and land it. Yeah, right there. And when you have it, just adjust the hip. You want to square the hip forward and you walk your left leg back. The ankle of the shins can go as parallel to the front edge of the mat, which is going to be the maximum stretch that you're going to add for your body. When you tight, the more diagonal it is, the easier the stretch is going to be, okay? And then you square the hip, bring your hip low, and then come down to your forearms onto the floor or your forearms onto the blocks. If this version doesn't work well for your joint, especially your knees and your ankle, lie down onto your back, please, and have your right ankle above your left knee. We stretch the same muscles. And draw your left leg in toward your chest, okay? Pick what works for your body right now, right here. I'm trying to check in the times. All right. Breathe. I'm trying to be on time this week. Have been giving you extra 15 minutes, and I don't know that many of you are appreciate that or not. Breathe. And switch sides, please. When you're on the floor, you can just shake the arms and the leg first, or circle the knees like this. It's good for the hip joints to be moved around a little bit. And then you go into the other side. Pigeon pose, or on your back figure four pose. I'm gonna go into the pigeon for this side. And keep breathing and keep making space in your heart, in your body. Inhale, and we are switching. Just get yourself out from the pose. Now in pigeon, just be really careful. You have your joints underneath you. Use your upper body strength a little bit, and then the back leg, lift that front leg, and you can get it out with your knees on the floor, and you can drop the hips side to side, okay? And then from there, we are going to meet each other on our seat, please. And we are going to do Upavista Konasana, is your seated leg wide apart, right here. Okay, since we stretch both muscles at the same time, so I'm gonna go from being very tight to being very loose, okay? So right here, try to get your sitting bones on the floor the best you can. If I am my husband, this is where he stretched these muscles. It's right here. He actually had to lean back a little bit because it's so tight. And then all you need to do, everybody have to do the same thing, but if your stretch is right here, you really need to keep your spine elongated. Yeah, there, up toward the ceiling, and draw your shoulder blades back, okay? And this right here, the empty space in front of me, this is where I am going to get my body to go to intensify my stretch. And you're just going to go wherever your muscles allow you to go, okay? And you are going to use your hands wisely when you do that. Keep lifting the heart, ribs in, spine long. Each exhale, you go forward, right? We are not going to jeopardize the lower back in this stretching. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that my lower back is elongated at all times. Oops. Keep your knees and your toe point straight up, okay? And press them to the floor. No tension in your jaw. No tension in your neck. You can go as deep as your whole belly can be on the ground, but that is not you yet. Stretch where you can stretch, even just right here. Yeah. Now for us who sit tall, and when you feel like you go forward, get the chest go, okay? Don't let the chin go. And carefully, now you come out from the stretch, please. And you get your legs together, and check it, check it, check it, check it. Since we have your legs together here, let's do a little core exercise, please. Arms in front of you. Exhale, roll back as far as you can. When you hit your max, come up, and then you go forward as much as you can when you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, roll back. This is not my strength pose. Inhale. Exhale, go forward. And we go back again. Your arms, they can do a lot of things. They can do whatever you want it. My body is shaking. We do 3 more. Last one for me. And you come up to seated, and now have your right leg extend and your left knee bend, have the heel to the groin, and we do the Parivitta Janu Sheshasana is your seated side stretch, okay? If you tight, hold your right leg with your right hand, turn away from the right leg with the chest, and you do the side stretch this way, okay? With the spine elongate and open. If you don't have a strap, right, you can use your right forearm and be pressed into the thighs or on the back and do the side stretch. You can do a lot of things with your right hand. Just be wise to use it in a way that you can really have the spine elongate and you're not rounding your shoulders. Any one of you doesn't need to use a strap. You can hold that foot with your own hands. You can extend your left hand alongside the ears. And then inhale, move up and away from the stretch, and we're gonna bow forward toward that leg, okay? While the left leg bend, or get your left leg straight, and then extend your body forward, one or the other. Okay, I'm gonna be tight. Okay. Straight arms, spine elongate, ribs is drawing toward one another, chest is open, and you go forward with my breath. Now please try to keep your arms straight. If you can go deeper, make your strap shorter. Yeah. That is gonna pull your body forward, and I want that. I don't want you to curl into your belly. That is not healthy. And then we switch side, go into the second side, so left leg extend, right here into the groin. Turn sideways away from your left leg, right? Right arms either over your head or behind the back of the head, and just lengthen that right side. Coursing. You can see even use my left hand to hold my ribs. I mean, this is just to be helpful and useful for you to go maybe deeper or be a little bit more comfortable while you're stretching. Yeah. Or use a strap. And some of you can even use a strap with your right hand. The one is go over the head. Yeah. If your shoulders are opening enough, this feels pretty good as well. I know there's a lot of options, everybody. That's because we have so many bodies. And we want to make it available, the stretch available for every single one of you. Inhale, come up and away from the stretch. And then we're gonna do bowing toward that left leg, or get both legs out, hip distance apart, elongate the spine. Each exhale, we go down. Relax your jaw, relax your face, strong leg to the floor. And inhale, come up and away from the floor. Now everybody lie down onto your back, please. And extend your arms and your leg up toward the ceiling and just shake it. Draw your knees in toward your chest. Circle your knees away and let them meet, and then bring them back. Work the hip joints just one more time. Change direction. Windshield wiper, feet on the floor, and then drop your knees side to side. I can feel that machines again. Bring your knees up, center, Have your right ankle above your left knees, figure four on your legs, and then drop this figure four to the left. Right foot to the floor, right knees aim toward the ceiling. You can look up or look to the right side and then close your eyes and exhale, let go. Let the muscles become heavy. Let your bones become heavy. You imagine that the floor beneath you is softened and you can sink deeper. Relax your bottom jaw away from the top. And you expand your inner chest, inner space with each inhalation. Inhale, come up center and switch to the other side, please. And allow the breath to remind you that life is moving through you, just like breath. Nothing stay here forever. Not the good, not the bad. They come and they go. You just allow yourself to be a vessel of these stories of your life. You let them come and you let them go. Inhale, come up center. Please extend your legs up toward the ceiling with block underneath it or not. You can go against the wall and have your legs up toward the wall, okay? Some of you can lift the hips up, not me. Hold it with your palms and go higher. Some of you, I know, can go over the head. When you do that, that's called plow pose. Make sure you lift the chin away from the chest, okay? It doesn't even have to come to the floor completely, but some of you can. Yeah. Wherever you are, pick what serves you well right here, right now. Stay here for 5 more breaths, everybody. And Shivasana, also Namaste, everyone.